Hello, family and friends. It's good to be here again. I've actually mixed you guys. My absence has been due to some circumstances that were beyond my control, but I assure you I am back full time and I'm going to be giving to you guys the content you signed up for. And I assure you I'll be uploading videos weekly. So remember to stay tuned to this channel. And if you're new to this channel, please, you can subscribe, like, and share. So today we're going to be talking about the would-be's, those that are ready to get into marriage. We're going to be talking to them. And for those of us who are already into the marriage, and there are things you can do to keep it bubbling. Now, the topic we're going to be looking at today is marrying your best friend. You know, most times the mistake we do in marriage or why we have some pitfalls is because we marry people we don't know. And that is why we have a lot of problems. Now, if you marry your best friend, you know this person, and there are a lot of things you can do to keep up the marriage because you are married to your friend. Now we start by telling us some of the points that you know you are marrying your best friend. The first one here is that you should know that your best friend, you and your best friend share the same values and principles. Now, if you marry your best friend, you have what? The same values and the same principles. And you are working towards making the marriage work. And by so doing, because you have the same values that has to do with marriage, you're making sure that this marriage does not hit the rock. So you do everything within your powers to make sure that the union keeps going on. And the second one here is that your friend knows you better. Your best friend knows you better. And because you know your friend, you wouldn't do what will hurt your friend. And a marriage that is built on best friends will, of course, outdo hard times because you know your friend. And the marriage will do well. Also, the other one I want to talk about is that you can be yourself with your best friend. When you're with your best friend, you are yourself. There is no faking. When you marry your best friend, there is no faking. You're not trying to be some other person when you're in the presence of your spouse, because you know this person better. So there is nothing like I want to be this person that I'm not. I want to be this to please this person. Your best friend knows you for who you are, and you are not faking. So your marriage will work. The other one is that when you marry your best friend, there are no emotional. You are not into any distressing emotional dramas. You know what we're talking about here is that two people coming together from different backgrounds, of course, there's bound to be trouble sometimes, you quarrel. But what do? You settle because this person is your friend. You don't have too much dramas where you go out of the board, kind of. Your emotions are under check because your friend knows when you're angry. Your friend knows when to apologize to you. And you find out that you won't have some of those emotions, some of those dramas where you cannot control. So when you marry your best friend, you are putting under check some of the distressing emotions that can lead to so much dramas in marriage. Another reason why you should marry your best friend is that communication is easy. Now, there is no relationship that will thrive well if there is no good communication. When you communicate very well, when you marry your best friend, you find that communication flows easily. There is nothing you cannot tell yourself. You are open to each other. And by so doing, your spouse, your friend knows you, who is your spouse, and you also know your spouse, so that you settle whatever that want to cause chaos or trouble in your marriage. Another reason why you have to marry your best friend is that you will know how to have fun together. You celebrate yourself, you go out of your ways, even with little, you'll be able to do what? Have fun together. And you'll be the envy of others. And you see that your marriage will work because you are marrying your best friend. Now, you should also aim to marry your best friend because you will know how to support each other. You know, marriage is a coming together of two people who are not who are willing to help each other grow. Your spouse or your best friend will want to see you thriving well in your field or any area that you have chosen in your life, either in your career or in your business or whatever thing you're doing. So your friend that you have chosen as your spouse to spend the rest of your life with should be ready to be supportive. You support your spouse and vice versa. And the other one is that there is no dark secrets. You know, everyone's life has, nobody in life has a clean slate. Your darkest secret is saved with your spouse, who happens to be your best friend. And that is why we advise that you marry your best friend. So your best friend also, who is coming into the marriage with you, has his dark side. And you should know that your secrets are saved with each other. As I said, you might be coming into the relationship or the marriage not as the first person in your life. You could have had other slates or other relationship, but as you come in and you discuss yourself to, you are open to each other, you find that every dark secret is saved and buried with your spouse, who is your best friend. And with this, I want to encourage each and every one of us, even for those who are already in marriage, please let your spouse be your best friend. If you've not cultivated that, please try to do that. And for the youths, our young and singles who are about to go into marriage, make sure you choose your friend, your best friend, who understands you well, to be your spouse. Peace.